The following is a presentation of Roller Hockey TV.
What you want? Come on. What you want? Come on. Come on.
Welcome to Roller Hockey Today, worldwide coverage of your sport and the personalities that make it great.
What you want? Come on. What you want?
From the rinks in Irvine, California, this is Major League Roller Hockey. As tonight, the Cowboys take on the Palma Cyclones in the North American Finals. Hello once again, everybody. I'm Chris Matson alongside Mike the Fireman. Here we are at Center Court. Fabulous rinks here in Irvine, California. The backdrop for what should be a very exciting final showdown between two world-class hockey clubs.
Correct, Chris. I mean, the weather's lessened up a little bit here. It was hot earlier today, but it's lessened up. And the Cowboys proved that they were the better team than the Phantoms. So now we got to wait and see if Palma comes out and proves their #1 ranking. I mean, this last game was a lot of checking in there, a lot of heavy hitting, a lot of physicality. But this next game's for all the money and all the marbles, this championship. So we should see some more physicality in this next game.
You know, you talk about the Cowboys' victory over the Phantoms. A guy by the name of Joe Gary was the surprise difference in the game. His hat trick provides the difference, a 3-goal difference, a 7-4 victory. Now, the same Cowboys, they have to rehydrate, rest up. They only had an hour to do so, and they are taking on arguably the #1 roller hockey team in the world.
They're ranked #1 in the world by Major League Roller Hockey, and I don't see anybody out there that can beat them. Maybe the Cowboys. The Cowboys have proven they can beat them before, so we'll see if they can do it tonight.
Well, you got to believe that it's going to boil down in many cases to a guy by the name of Blake Rayfield, who's in goal for the Cowboys. You may recall in our semifinal matchup, he had a very easy opening half, but boy, did the Phantoms come on strong in the second half. But, you know, maybe that was a bit of a wake-up call for him, and he's going to have to be awake and at the ready if his club wants to prevail here in the finals.
Oh, that second period, he was a different guy. I mean, well, he didn't get shot at much in the first period, but he proved himself in the second period. He let in 4 goals, but still, there was quite a few shots taken by the Phantoms in that first game.
Well, you know, Fireman, our very own Bill Rowie, the owner and commissioner of Major League Roller Hockey, he guested with us during our last telecast here on RollerHockeyTV.net. We talked about the physicality of that game. And he said, well, that's because there's money on the line, and there is money on the line in this game as well.
Correct. That's just for the championship money. So I think it's going to be a good game. I think it'll be tight. I don't think one team will run away.
All right, I'm going to hold you to that. There you have it from Center Court. Now let's get ready to lace them up and hit the court. You're watching RollerHockeyTV.net and, of course, the championship showdown in North America. All right, we welcome you back inside the rinks here in Irvine, California. This is for all the marbles, folks. The North American Championship game between the OC Cowboys in white. And check out the new unis for the Palma Cyclones.
It's looking nice. Las Vegas Knights lookalikes.
How about it?
We were just talking about them in the last game.
Yes, we were. Nice little play on the colors. You got that Army gray.
I guess the Palma Cyclones are now the Palma Knights.
Or should I say military gray. And then you have that terrific gold and the little red in the numerals that really helps them pop a little bit. Puck is brought through the neutral zone. This is Etan Cheverik. He shoots on a glove hand save by Nevin Owatzer. And he will hold on to the rebound, and we will get a whistle and a stoppage in play.
I see Palma's got some familiar names out here. The Olinger brothers and Gonzalez.
Aronson, Gonzalez, Norwich, Seimer, Brown, Doran, Olinger in the lineup as that shot gets sent wide from point-blank range by Chris Knoll. Quick shot, blocked at the defense. That leaves the surface. If you're curious, the Cowboys won the play-in game over the Phantoms by the margin of 7-4, and the difference in that game is was brought on by someone we talked about during the open, and that was Joe Aguirre, who really came up big in that.
Oh, he had the hat trick, man. That was the difference. That was the difference.
Exactly. 1 by 3, he had 3. Oh my goodness, tempers flaring right off the bat, and who else but Chris Cano in the middle of that exchange. Pass down low, sent wide. Brett Olinger on the follow-up, centering feet out front, broken up at the defense. Chip to an open area. Here comes Nowak. He had a couple in that last game. Quick shot and a save by Watzer. Boy, what a pace to the start of this game. Did you notice it as much as I have, though? There's a beautiful breeze blowing through the building right now.
It's much nicer now in that first game.
It's got to be at least 10, 12 degrees cooler than the last game. Players collide along the near wall. Well, we had a chat with the owner and commissioner of Major League Roller Hockey in our previous RollerHockeyTV.net telecast, and he said you could expect the hitting to really pick up because this is for money.
He was right. That's what his answer was in the last game, and so it has picked up. I mean, this is a fast pace to start out here in the first 3 minutes.
A terrific pace being set especially by the Cowboys, who just keep rolling in the direction of Nevin and Watzer.
Good news, it's cooling down.
And we were just talking about that. Doesn't seem like it's dropped like about 15 degrees, maybe?
Yep.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
Great night for hockey.
Great night for hockey. And you know who I was thinking about most, Bill, heading into this game was the goaltenders, because when it was so hot, you thought, boy, they got that heavy equipment to begin with.
Breakaway, slight breakaway.
Tack on the perspiration and look out.
It gets brutal.
Back the other way they come. They're setting the pace here thus far. Nowak, he had 2. Toe drag move to the inside. He lost possession of the puck. Now the Palma Cyclones in gray, they are the #1 ranked team in the world by Major League Roller Hockey. Errant pass will glide the length of the floor. Players clear. And that gives the Cowboys an opportunity to break out. Out of their own zone, here comes Joaquin Shavira. Shimmy step move to the pass on the wing that was just overled and played back the other way. High slot, touch pass, return feed broken up at the defense. Nice back checking play by Joaquin Shavira to get a piece of that. 4 minutes gone on a high-paced opening period.
That's been well played by both teams so far. I mean, checking, fast-paced,
but
good defense.
Blake Rayfield faced a shot yet?
I think he had one shot. He faced one
Just
shot.
One. Oh, quick shot of Watson again with a right pad save. Out of the corner. Palma Cyclones will try to break out of their own end. Good opportunity for a game of catch. Darren Norwich will play it back. Out of their own zone, man open on the wing. Looking for the man out front. One-time shot, and there's a save by Rayfield.
That was a good pass.
Boy, nice little saucer dish on that. Perfect touch, lays flat, one-time shot. Centering feet out front. On the doorstep, they score. Wow. Right on the doorstep. Wide open opportunity. And the Palma Cyclones have drawn first blood. We got to find out who 56 is. So it is a 1-0 Palma Cyclones lead inside 5 minutes of this opening period. So here most of the activity was down at the other end, and a break back this way for Palma. Pass on the wing, caught on the fly, drop it off in the high slot, snapping off a wrist shot from high atop the circles once again. Players in pursuit in the corner, trying to find the open man. John Seimer could not find him. Good collection, though, in the high slot as this played back inside their own zone. Burst of speed now, brought back by Brett Olinger. Players collide along the far wall.
Yes, Cano knocking Olinger into the wall over there.
Tyler Gonzalez in his own zone will play it back behind his own net. Darren Norwich. Up the wing it comes. Palma in gray with a 1-goal lead. Joey Doran with it. Joey was nice enough to stop by our booth here before the game and show off the new wares. I was telling you in our last broadcast, had a chance to go to the unveiling, the public unveiling of the Vegas Golden Knights jersey. Very well received. pickpocketed from behind, and back the other way come the Cowboys and Jerry Osterkamp. Look at Osterkamp, so cool under pressure. Leaves it, base of the circle, gobbled up by Joe Aguirre. Here comes Itan Shavira. Wrist shot right in the breadbasket. Nice save there by Owatzer, and he will hang on. Yes, he can. Bill Rowie talking about how Itan Shavira, he's a world-class player. I think, if I recall correctly, I believe he started in Italy for some time before coming back to the States. Brought into the high slot, cutting across. Looking for an option was Tyler Gonzalez. Gobbled up back the other way on the counter punch was Tristan Gonzalez. And wow, Tristan Gonzalez with a rocket. 1-1. Well, you said in the pregame that you thought this was going to be a low-scoring, tight affair. We've only had 2 goals for the first 7.5 minutes. Of course, for those of you curious about why the Palma Cyclones have changed their jerseys and have gone to a Golden Knights type uniform, is one of the particulars of this team. Mike Nijar is also a particular with the Golden Knights hockey team.
Uniforms do look pretty sharp. I got to give them that.
There's a lot of detail in their pants, too. I don't know if you've caught that, as that one dribbles in on goal, and Nevin Owatzer will take the whistle and a stoppage in play. 11:40 to go here in the opening half. 2 running halves of 20 minutes. Stop time in the final 2 minutes. Face off to the left of Owatzer, who really survived a bit of a hornet's nest in the first couple of minutes. Oh, partial breakaway. Here they come. Back the other way. Trying to deke inside. Touch pass save. Rebound score! The initial save was made by Blake Rayfield, and Joey Doran was able to gobble up the loose change and tuck it home. It's a goal for the Palma Cyclones at a 2-1 advantage.
I like the way Rayfield came out and took away the angle, but he got the rebound on him. So
fantastic read by Joey Doran. Stuck right with it. Puck played into the corner. Players rubbing sweaters there along the near wall. Out of the scrum, pass to the wide side. Joaquin Shavira plays to the near side. Austin Koss with it. Koss finds the open man, Dusty Nowak. Long shot and a stick save by Owatzer. Played to the far side. Joaquin Shavira pickpocketed from behind. Crisscrossing in over the line. Backhand feed out front is picked up by Doran.
Nice back out.
Doran will play the puck down low. In the high slot area. Spinning, turning on a dime, surveying, looking, and sending down low. Pass was broken up. Darren Norwich making his way to the Palma Cyclones bench. Still change on the fly. Fresh off the bench and controlling. Back the other way. Tyler Gonzalez with it. Looks for the trailer in the high slot. Toe drag move to the inside. It dribbles in on goal, and Rayfield got a stick on that. Boy, the pace of this game. It's like a breakneck pace.
That's not.
Home run pass up the floor. Tyler Gonzalez, the first man to it for Palma. Played up the far wing boards. Trying to work the pinch and hold is Jerry Osterkamp. He does. Osterkamp along the back wall. Chris Canola is wide open along the left wing boards, but Osterkamp will duck in behind his own net. Osterkamp with Canola on the wing. Canola wanted the pass, did not get it. Back the other way, they churn. Crisscrossing with Canola. Toe drag move to the inside. Puck rolls into the corner. Opportunity with time for Brett Olinger to find the open man on the wing. Home run pass down low gets picked off by Osterkamp. Swatted into an open area. Joe Aguirre on the forecheck. Played off the near wall. Aguirre with it again. He takes a high stick. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of face washing going on right now. Somebody's going to go. Looks like Osterkamp is one. And number 56, Palma, gets the gate. Can you run over and ask him his name real quick through the class? So, coincidental minors, they will continue to skate 4-on-4. Backhand shot in on goal with one hand. What a nifty play that was. As the puck is sent to the side of the net, we'll get a whistle and a stoppage in play.
Bury it, son. Let's go.
We grind time inside 8 minutes to go. Face off to the right of Rayfield. Chop to the backboards. So Blake Olinger gets the gate for the Palma Cyclones. Jerry Osterkamp also. Both players sent off for roughing. Controlling, Aguirre with it. He's got a man on the fly. That's Itan Cervera. Back to Aguirre. Moves to the inside. He got tripped up, was looking for a call. His head was on a swivel, won't get one.
I got his feet taken out from under him somehow.
Tristan Gonzalez will send back inside his own zone. Itan Cervera with a burst of speed. Drops it off now. Back the other way, Aguirre. Tries to worm his way through traffic as he loses control of the puck. Now regains in the neutral zone. 7 minutes to go in an entertaining opening half. Long dipping shot, bounds high in the air, and Watson will glove it about head high. We'll get a whistle and a stoppage in play.
This is hockey you want to see here, Chris. We got a good crowd here, and they're getting into the game. It's a great game so far.
Watson has been beaten twice. Cyclones with goals from Blake Olinger and Joey Doran. Tristan Gonzalez, the lone marker thus far for the OC Cowboys. Oh, turnover inside the zone, trying to go outside in. On that play was Tyler Gonzalez. He lost control of the puck. Good recovery, Joaquin Cervera. He'll slow up the pace, waiting, looking, deking to the outside. He tried to punch it ahead, but he was beaten to the loose puck in the corner. Palma Cyclones in their military grays. Leaves along the far wall. Turnover. Austin Koss.
Nice pass.
Breakaway down low. Nowak will send wide. And cutting out the rebound off the back wall was the goaltender. Once again, Nevin Watzer. And we will get a stoppage in play as both players are back on the court. And when I say both players released from the penalty box. And that was Blake Olinger and Jerry Osterkamp. Osterkamp with the puck backpedaling. Spots the man down low. Right on the doorstep. All tied up was Dusty Nowak. Puck is played into an open area by Doran. Doran wants the return pass through the neutral zone. Does not get it. Long dipping wrist shot is sent wide. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to play in a 2-1 game. Palma in gray on top. Back the other way they come. Drop pass by Darren Norwich in the high slot. Give and go pass. Shooting right on. Save. Loose
right
puck. Base of the circle. Scooped up and brought back the other way by the Cowboys. Stopping on a dime. Nowak turns and shoots. It was deflected over top of the glass. Leaves the surface, but the clock continues to grind down with Palma on top.
The Cowboys are definitely on more of the offensive this first period, it seems like, than Palma is. Palma seems to be on their heels a little bit.
Well, I give these guys a lot of credit because the pace of this game has not slowed down one iota since the drop of the puck. You got to wonder, can they take this into a closing half? Wrist shot upstairs, blocked down by Watson. Cowboys have an open man in the slot. That's Tristan Gonzalez. Could not get the puck to him. Instead, it's brought back by the other way by Seimer, and the puck deflects into the corner. Darren Norwich on the attack. Norwich out of the corner, lifts a shot in on goal, and
Nice.
Rayfield saw it all the way.
I mean, Al Wasser's got to be getting tired down there. He's been moving back and forth from one post to the other. I mean, he's been a busy guy.
Well, that's why he's happy the face-off is
Yeah,
down at this
he's like,
end right
"Thanks,
now.
I need
Gets
a
little
breather."
bit of a breather.
He goes, oh, come on, here they come.
Oh, overskating the loose puck is Kevin Mooney. Mooney opened the scoring in their win over the Phantoms. Thus far, he's been a non-factor. 3:45 to play in the opening half. Puck is scooped up by Doran. He has one of their 2 goals. Finds the open man in the corner. Game of catch now being played by the LA Palma Cyclones as the puck is picked up in the neutral zone by Bo Brown. There's a hockey name for you, Bo Brown. Back the other way they come. Crisscrossing through the neutral zone. Trying to slide a pass through traffic was John Seimer as that one caught the paddle of the stick of Rayfield and scooted into the corner. In the high slot, Bo Brown with it again. Plays it back. Doran looking for an option. Finds an open man with Chris Knoll on the forecheck.
See, both these teams aren't afraid to pull it back, and if they don't have numbers, they'll just pull it back and reset.
Knoll heads to the bench, fresh body on, snapping off a shot, caught a body, a look out here. Counter punching back the other way, here comes Chavera. Etan Chavera looking, shooting, caught the defense, centers out front, it's scooped up and played to an open area.
Chavera was a 1-on-3, but he's so fast, he took it anyway.
Wide open man on the wing. He's got a cutter through the neutral zone. Breakaway back the other way. He dekes, he shoots, and a glove hand save. Wow. John Seimer was the wide open man who caught the puck on the fly. And there he was, right in on goal, and a big glove hand save by Blake Rayfield. Wow.
Rayfield's playing well since that first period when he didn't have to play too much in the first semifinal game. He's on his game.
Approaching the 2-minute mark of the opening half. Here comes Joaquin Chavera. Looks for the option down low. Hops in the corner. And they'll steer it all the way back inside their own zone. And Austin Koss will step in behind his own net. Very mild forecheck being applied by the Palma Cyclones' Tyler Gonzalez. Man open on the wing. Here comes Chavera. Joaquin Chavera will send it back to his brother Etan. Long dipping shot, caught a body. In fact, it caught the shin guard of Taylor Aronson and bounds high off the top of the glass and up into the seating area. 1:25 to play. Loose puck rolls into the corner. Opportunity again for Koss. Blake has trouble controlling. Sloppily turns it over. Man in the slot. And it was just out of his reach. Scoots all the way back inside the zone.
That could have been bad for the Cowboys right there.
Taylor Aronson does a good job of recovering for Palma. 55 seconds to play here in the opening half. Palma on top 2-1. Puck is sent around the roulette wheel now by Joe Aguirre. And back to center court they come.
Nice pass.
Drop it off Aguirre. He can snipe. Moves to the inside. Rolls off the toe of his stick to the far wall. Chopped ahead. Opportunity here for Palma as they gain the line. Waiting, looking, passing down low. Defense tries to recover. They shoot, they score! Blind instinct shot by Blake Ollinger, and Blake has his second of the half and a 2-goal lead. It appeared to be a broken play, but Ollinger, blind instinct, just spun and shot, went right through the wickets.
2 minutes in the box might have helped him out a little bit. Gave him a little bit of rest.
So they get the draw off that, for all intents and purposes, will do it as long as Palma protects the puck, and they do. We have one half in the books, and the Palma Cyclones halfway to a potential championship. So with that, we'll pause for a moment from Irvine. Mike and I will be back with the second half action right after this, all along RollerHockeyTV.net. Alongside Mike the Fireman, I'm Chris Madsen, welcoming you back inside the rinks here in Irvine, California. Let's set the tone for you once again. Palma in their military grays on top 3-1. And Bill Rowie, your thoughts on the opening half?
When Major League Roller Hockey is good, Chris, it's really, really good. And this is as good as it gets.
No doubt about it, as the puck is carried into the corner by Darren Norwich. Norwich was taken down. Now, he's very slow in getting up. He lost his stick. He's made his way to the bench, and a fresh player is going to step on. Actually, it was Bo Brown, wasn't it? Bo got shaken up a little bit there. And he lost his stick, and so he made his way to the bench. All kinds of player changes being made right now by Palma as the puck is played into the corner. 1 minute gone here in the second half. And again, we remind you, this is for all the marbles, folks, and all the money that comes with being the North American champion. Cutting out of the corner, looking for an option is Jerry Osterkamp. Finds an open man on the wing, and back the other way come the OC Cowboys. Long dipping shot in on goal, and it's steered aside once again by Nevin Watzer.
Mooney was in there, he just couldn't get a stick on it.
Darren Norwich with it, finds an open man in Taylor Aronson. His quick wrist shot is cupped against the body of goaltender Blake Rayfield, and we'll get a whistle and a stoppage in play. Well, if one thing is for certain, these two teams, you know, there's a dialogue in hockey. You diamond out of your own zone and you diamond into the offensive zone. And both of these teams are doing that to an absolute T thus far here tonight. Chris Mattson alongside of Mike the Fireman on the call here from Irvine, California. It was a very hot, humid day here in SoCal, but fortunately for these players and the fans on hand, a beautiful breeze is blowing in off the ocean. By the way, if you're curious, we're about 15, 20 minutes away from Balboa Island.
3-on-1.
Back the other way they come. Give and go pass down low. Quick wrist shot is sent high and wide by Tyler Gonzalez. And the puck is played all the way back through neutral court. Nice little bump on Austin Koss, just enough to cost him the play. Now it's played back to the line, and Joaquin Chavera game a catch with his brother. They continue to play catch, but are forced all the way back into their own zone. Nice forecheck there by Taylor Aronson. Now here comes Joaquin Chavera with it. On the backhand, finds his man on the fly. Austin Koss is separated from the puck, and back the other way they come. Here comes the Cyclones' John Seamer. Seamer down low, gets taken off the puck, and it's brought back the other way at the defense. Joe Aguirre, who had that big semifinal game, looking for an option, finds it. Shot by Nowak, broken up. Back the other way they come with numbers. 3-on-1. Pass on the wing. Seamer with a pass down low that's scooped up. Turnaround shot, and batting that down was Rayfield.
That was a nice save.
Wow. Point blank opportunity between the rings for John Seamer. Rayfield keeping him in the game right now.
We're 4 minutes in the second period, and we're still keeping up that same pace we had in the first. I was wondering if that was going to happen, but it's still fast.
Now bear in mind, for the OC Cowboys in white, this is their second game of the day. Palma comes into this one fresh. They have the lead 3-1 on goals by Joey Doran and a pair by Blake Olinger. Tristan Gonzalez, the lone goal in the game for the Cowboys, as Nevin Watzer wants another whistle. Face-off will take place to his left. Running clock inside 16 minutes.
Yeah, the Cowboys are still paneling in offensively, so I see them getting another goal, maybe a couple goals. So they're not going to be out of this by any means.
Cowboys came into this game ranked third in the world. Cyclones, tops. Along the far boards, Darren Norwich, greeted by a white sweater, plays it back inside his own zone. Taylor Aronson will take refuge in behind his own net. He's got a man in motion on the wing. That's John Seamer.
He just go hang out there. He just go hang out.
Well, why
so somebody
not?
comes to help him.
Yeah. He's up by 2. He's not going to be whistled for a delay of game. He's looking for options. Home run pass, but it's a good call. It's an offside call. And we'll get a whistle. Stoppage in play. But again, the clock continues to grind down inside of 15 minutes.
Big on the floor. Big on the floor. This game's going to the dogs.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. Can we find him in kangaroo court or something like that for a line like that? Going to the dogs. Man,
I just had to get it before you got it. That was
all
off.
right. Okay. He is cute, though. Huh? We missed our previous telecast. So Mike was telling about the dog he had. I was talking about the 2 I have, Martini and Sweet Pea. And Bill has a dog at home, Bill Rowie. So, dogs welcome.
I've owned a couple Beagles growing up. They're great dogs.
To Major League Roller Hockey. They've got a man wide open on the wing.
Oh,
Instead,
nice.
they look,
That
they
was
shoot,
nice.
they score.
He faked the goalie out on that one.
Austin Koss gave a look over to Chavera, and I think the goalie just took his eye off the puck for that split second, and he was able to slide it inside the left post for a 3-2 hockey game. Well, Swami, you said this was going to be a low-scoring hockey game, close game. Thus far, would you start writing down some lotto numbers for me here? Well,
It is up to about 200 million now. I think the Powerball.
Did you see that? A paltry 200 mil. You know.
That's nothing for the great Chris Mattson.
Oh, are you kidding? I thought maybe, just maybe, if you would win that, you'd pick up a tab through the neutral zone. Loose puck, played into the high slot, along the far wing boards. Pickpocketed from behind was Blake Olinger. Olinger.
Oh, nice move.
Gives it up, played all the way back inside their own zone, and all kinds of time for Palma to set up out of their own zone.
OC did complete line change, I think. At least 3 out of the 4.
Well, if you got the numbers, you might as well use the fresh bodies. We're inside 13 minutes to go in a 1-goal hockey game. Around the forecheck of Osterkamp. Good recovery by Osterkamp to pick his pocket in the neutral zone. Osterkamp waiting, looking. Osterkamp around the defense. Loses control along the back wall. Chopped ahead. Loose puck swatted along the near boards. Sent inside the zone and right into the glove hand of a Watson, and he's going to hold on. Wow, there is no
slowing
let up in
up,
this game. I'm telling you. You know, Mike Ditka used to have a thing with the Bears back in their heyday, back when they were actually like Super Bowl champions. Give no quarter, take no quarter. That's sort of what I'm getting out of this so far. Give no half, take no half. Chip pass ahead, just out of the reach of its intended receiver. Puck is played out of the corner. Nice little cycle being run here by the Palma Cyclones as they played all the way back inside their own zone, and Joey Doran, who has one of their 3 goals, will step in behind his own net. Doran spots the open man on the fly. It's John Seamer. Seamer, toe drag move around one defender. He's got a trailer in Darren Norwich. Plays the puck into the corner. In the high slot, quick shot taken by Doran, broken up. Swatted ahead, batted down along the near wall, and that may have taken a bite out of Joe Aguirre's left hand.
Yeah.
You see him shaking his left hand a bit. Took his glove hand to make sure he still had all his digits. Back the other way they come. Austin Koss around a check. Koss has one already, bidding for another, broken up at the defense. Opportunity here for Norwich to play back. Bo Brown back on the surface. That's a good sign as a dipping shot gets sent wide. Looked innocent, but they got a piece of it and just sent the tip in wide.
Well, Chris, you're a pretty good skater right here. So how you see how fast they're going up and down the court here?
Yeah.
What's that take out of you?
A lot. Can I tell you by comparison, these guys are on a stopwatch and I'm on a calendar. How's that? So, the question is, with me, is it still Saturday? As the puck is given up in the neutral zone, we'll get a whistle and a stoppage in play. Gorgeous Saturday night here in Southern California. Hope you're enjoying the call here on RollerHockeyTV.net. By the way, I want to remind you, for all things Major League Roller Hockey, check out MLRH.com. I even saw they had a picture of us on the opening.
They do have a picture of us on there.
How bold was that? Didn't want to scare away the kids right off the bat. I noticed we're 3 clicks down if you're printing it out. But nonetheless, we are on the opening page.
And we actually have, I think, suits on in that one, Chris.
That's right. I don't know about you, but mine had to be back by 9 o'clock that night. I don't know about you. I remember you had the clip on, Ty, right?
Probably so.
Loose puck. Snapshot. They scored!
Oh, nice.
Oh, man. Tyler Gonzalez sort of lulled the defense to sleep, and then he snuck one past the right pillow of goaltender Blake Rayfield. So once again, the Palma Cyclones with a 2-goal lead. Wow, was that a rocket. Nice, slow, or should I say nice, quick, dipping wrist shot. In the corner, players rub sweaters again. Kevin Mooney in the middle of that scrum. Oh, a little cross check from behind by Tyler Gonzalez. Little chiropractic adjustment
He
there.
goes down.
Players
Oh.
go down in a heap, and no penalty called. I think Jerry Osterkamp, you know, when you're a veteran like that, you're sort of looking around saying, come on, ref. You know, I'm not as young as these other guys. You got to cut me a little slack. Cervera to a pass down low. They shoot, they
Nice.
score. Joaquin Cervera caught the man on the fly. It was Mooney. And Mooney, who had won in the semifinal game, has won here in the final. That was a nice feed on the fly.
See some hands on the knees now a little bit. Finally.
4-3.
6:20 left.
So what you're telling me is you're reading a little body language now.
Yeah.
Fatigue possibly setting in.
Now it comes down to heart.
Loose puck. Oh, give it up in the high slot. Nowak with a shot and a left pad save by a Watser. What a save that was. You may want to mark that because that may end up being a game changer. Off the wall it comes. Collected inside his own zone by Tristan Gonzalez. He'll leave the puck in the corner, and it's sent straight ahead to Chris Cannell. Here comes Cannell, snapping a wrist shot that sails over top of the crossbar. Played out to center court. Darren Norwich with it. 1-on-2. He's on the short end, but he shoots! Crossbody and scores! Darren Norwich shooting a wrist shot against the seam. And once again, it is a 2-goal advantage, Palma.
I think that went by his glove hand. I couldn't catch that. You catch that, Chris?
Yeah. Yep. Wow. Well, you know what?
I don't know if he was expecting the shot, actually.
I think if you ask any goaltender, the hardest shot is just over the ankle, because many times when you look down, there is a split second of, you know, the bottom of the mask sort of blinds you for a split second when you're looking down at your feet until you can tilt the head down, and that one gave him no chance to tilt the head down. Back the other way. Rising wrist shot taken by Joe Aguirre, batted down into the corner. 5-3 Palma in military gray on top. Brought up the court. Seamer in behind the net. Sends up the near wall. Pass was intended for Brett Olinger. It got picked off at the defense, sent right back into a scrum. Still a lot of time, but you can hear the chatter along the back wall as it's sent through the crease, and doing the splits was Rayfield, but I think we're going to get a penalty coming up here.
Goalie interference, maybe.
Joaquin Cervera pleading his case. I think he's got the old who me defense going right now, and, well, we all know where that goes. In fact, it's not him. It's going to be Nowak. Dusty Nowak will take a seat, and, boy, you talk about potentially providing the Palma Cyclones with a decisive blow. If they can get one here, they would have their biggest lead of the game. Shorthanded bid. Cervera to the outside, tried to shoot against the grain, and that one deflects over top of the glass and into the netting.
Yeah, 3-goal lead with just over 5 left would be, I think, too much to come back from for either one of these teams.
Exactly. As you like to say, Mike, the next goal is a biggie.
This is going to be a big one.
Do I owe you a quarter residual or something like that?
I think that was a quote from the MLRH founder, Bill Rowley. There,
is that right? The next goal is a big one? Out of the corner, they are short-handed. It was Itan Cervera trying to bid on the short side. 1:20 to go on this power play. Seamer drops it off. Doran, who has a goal, will play into traffic. Out of traffic, it comes to Taylor Aronson. Down low, side of the net. They tried to tuck it in on the short side. John Seamer with it again. He's got a man wide open on the wing. Aronson looking, shooting, blocked down. In the corner, players collide. Austin Koss comes away with the puck. Now he's pickpocketed from behind. Centering feed out front, got wrapped up in the skates. Here it comes. No, Doran elects to pass off. In the corner, Aronson. He's got a wide open man in the high slot. It's Doran. Pass down low, broken up with the defense, and counter punching back the other way they come. Good body check from behind. Nice body check by Brett Olinger.
Just under
4
30.
minutes to go. Down by 2. Palma still on the power play for 20 seconds. Aronson on the wing, wants it right back, gets it. Plays the puck to the near side. Long shot was sent wide by Doran. Back the other way they come. Mooney trying to step around the defense. He gets hacked from behind, and again, here comes the Palma Cyclones.
Back to full
Stopping
strength.
on a dime, Darren Norwich, and with that, we're going to get a man sprung from the penalty box, and the teams are back at full and equal strength. Along the near wall, Bo Brown gets hacked from behind as the goaltender Rayfield wants a whistle. He'll get one. Looks like we're going to get a timeout on the floor. And this is going to give us an opportunity to get you folks at home all caught up on the scoring for the Palma Cyclones. Single markers thus far in the game for Joey Doran, Darren Norwich, and Tyler Gonzalez. Brett Olinger has a pair. That provides the difference in the game. Single markers all around on the Cowboys score sheet for Austin Moss, Kevin Mooney, who scored in the semifinal game, and Tristan Gonzalez. But you were talking about body language. I mean, as soon as they called this timeout, Blake Rayfield made a beeline to the bench. He wanted to get some water.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, he has played twice today. So I can only imagine the type of taxing experience this day has been with the heat and all here in Southern California for one Blake Rayfield. Now they're going to spot the draw just to the left of Rayfield as the referees go over to break that up. Rayfield slowly making his way back between the pipes. Getting set to take the draw will be Phil Nielsen.
See, in that semifinal game, I thought that the Phantoms should have pulled their goalie earlier when they were down by 2. So we'll see what happens here with the Cowboys when they're with just over 3 minutes left, down by 2.
Out of their own zone. Nice touch pass right on the tape on the wing. Nowak looking, shooting, flutters into the glove hand of Awatzer, and he wants a whistle.
And we still have a running clock until under 2 minutes, so that's why they're just kind of taking their time.
Exactly.
Smart move by Palma.
Face off to the right of Awatzer, scooped up at the defense. Trying to step aside was Blake Olinger. Plays off the near wall. Sticks come up a little bit. Kevin Mooney on a very aggressive forecheck comes away with the puck. Mooney looks to the top of the line, and there is Osterkamp with it. Surveying. Goalie's out.
2:28.
Extra attackers on. They need one to climb back in. 2 to tie. Osterkamp. 2:15 to go. Plays a game of catch. Out of the corner. Osterkamp is open. Waiting, looking, passing down low. Mooney back to Osterkamp. 4-man box for the Palma Cyclones.
So we're at 2 minutes now. You can't keep passing. You have to shoot.
They need two. They need two, and they're killing the clock themselves right now. They have yet to put a shot on goal since pulling the goaltender. In the high slot area. Pass it down low. Osterkamp. He's got a wide open man. Tristan Gonzalez. Back to Osterkamp. Shooting. And it bounced high in the air, and heading out of his net to hold on was goaltender Awatzer, and we will get a stoppage in play. Stoppage in play and a stoppage on the clock.
I think that's a good way to run this, with especially when you're under 2 minutes with just only a 2-goal lead. Smart hockey.
They're also putting the goaltender back between the pipes until they can get the puck back again. Nice little move there by Darren Norwich to play on the wall. Trying to play takeaway and keep away is Taylor Aronson. He's got a man busting down the wing right on the doorstep. What a reaction. Oh, my. Rayfield got run over as the pass was right on the tape. It doesn't get any prettier than that.
Helmet came clear off.
Wow.
Mask.
A huge goal for the Palma Cyclones. And a 6-3 advantage and a And are they going to call a penalty after the play? That's what I want to know.
Let's go see if they're going to count the goal. See if he looks
One-
like they're counting the goal though.
1:13 left on the clock. Boy, I got to tell you, John Seamer got hammered and went flying into goaltender Rayfield. And you see Rayfield is vacating his net. They're down by 3. It's going to take a miracle to climb back into
With
this
only
thing.
1 minute left.
Passes played to the wide side. They better start putting some pucks on goal because they did themselves no favor the last time they pulled a goaltender. Puck is played into the corner. Cano rips a wrist shot off the body.
45 seconds.
Nevin Watser. In behind the net, centering feet, batted out of midair and sent wide. Tell you, this is what amazes me about hockey players. The hand-eye coordination is staggering. There is an open net the other way. Good pickoff move. Etan Chavera in traffic, batted away and played all the way back. Osterkamp quickly up court. 20 seconds to go. Down by 3. Better get off a shot. Toe drag move picked off as it's brought up to court. Seamer will just flip it ahead wide of the cage. That ought to do it for all intents and purposes. Time for one last rush. But the celebration is on. The LA Palma Cyclones are North American champions of Major League Roller Hockey.
6-3. Great game. Great game.
Well, they brought their A game. They brought the crowd. And they brought the crowd out of their seats, quite honestly. It was a terrific, terrific hockey match between two skilled hockey teams. And the Palma Cyclones, they skate away with a 6-3 victory in the North American Championship.
The best two teams played and the best team won.
And with that, we'll step out here on RollerHockeyTV.net. Thanks for joining us. We'll have more from Irvine right after this. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Center Court here at the rinks in Irvine, California. Chris Matson alongside Mike the Fireman. The handsome guy between us, though, here is Robbie Tournament. And first of all, Robbie, congratulations on a season well spent.
No, I appreciate it. The guys worked hard all season and, started a little rocky, but the guys, like I expect, got into form and finished off like I expected them to do.
Let's talk a little bit about your connection to LeBeta, what you're up to these days. And I got to tell you, I absolutely love the new uniforms.
Those are awesome.
We obviously, with LeBeta, we also have a loose affiliation with the Golden Knights out of Vegas through minority ownership. But we figure, it's time to start spreading the love. And since there is a connection, we're going to go ahead and support the name and the colors and get them out there in the roller world. So we figured, we'll have our spin on it, throw a little roller flair on it, and do our roller magic and make it all happen.
Mike, you had a question?
Just the guys played well. All your guys played well. But if you had to pick one player who you thought should be an MVP maybe for this game, who would that be?
You know what? We worked hard as a team. Everybody played well together. But I would say probably Brett Ollinger, as he's our catalyst coming in and out of the zone, and defensively, he's just tough to beat, man. So it's one of those situations where you got somebody who just plays both sides of the floor so well.
Well, he had 2 goals and he got put in the box too, so that was one reason. When he scored another goal as soon as he got out of the box, that's one reason I thought, hey, that's the guy.
Yeah, and like I said, he's tough to beat. He's one of the best defensemen, mobility-wise, and just great team player.
Got to ask you, Robbie, what are your thoughts about what Major League Roller Hockey has brought to this sport, to this community, and what it means to professional inline players everywhere?
Well, I think any time that you can get a good group of players together and play for something beyond, just beer league hockey, it gives you a little bit more to look forward of what's out there. I think we're just scratching the surface on what's available for pro inline hockey. We've seen the highs and the lows over the years, but I think there's a lot more highs out there. We just need to keep it going in the right direction so we can achieve the mountains that are out there available to us.
Well, there you have it, Michael. Any final thoughts?
No, that's it, man. We appreciate your guys' team.
Absolutely, Robbie. I know you want to get in and celebrate with the guys, but thanks for stopping by.
Beer hockey.
All right. All right, that was Robbie Tournament. Michael, any final thoughts before we sign off?
No, man. it was just a great game. That's what people come out to see hockey, man. OC Cowboys played well, and Palma played excellent, so it's just a great game.
Well, you were the great Karnak in this one. You know, you said it was going to be a relatively low-scoring game. You thought it was going to be a close game. It was both.
Yes. I didn't think anybody was going to blow anybody out because they're both excellent teams. They were well coached and they played well.
And you know what? You bring up a great point. Both teams very well coached. We want to say thank you to Jeff Bouma and the terrific job that he does in all facets, connected not only with the OC Cowboys but with Major League Roller Hockey. And, of course, Robbie Chornema, you could just tell, just a quality guy and a class individual.
Oh, you can tell he loves the sport.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So, for Mike, this is Chris saying so long from Irvine. Once again, your North American champions of Major League Roller Hockey are the LA Palma Cyclones. Until the next time, we lace them up and hit the ice. Take care, everybody.
What you want? What you want? What you want? Come on. What you want? What you want? Come on. Come on.
Welcome to Roller Hockey Today, worldwide coverage of your sport and the personalities that make it great.